So this vlog's probably going to be all over the place because my brain is all over the place tonight. I just dropped this camera on the floor in the attempt to get the battery for it and thought I broke it, which would really suck because I've had this camera for 12 years and I'm hoping I can push 12 more years out of it. It's actually quite interesting because I never used this camera when I was in college. You had to take photos of your work, but I always checked out cameras. I never used this specific camera, and I don't know why I never used this camera. It just sat in a bag for all 4 years in a corner of my dorm that I honestly forgot about. And then I finished college, and then it sat in a corner that I honestly forgot about, and I never used it until this year. And it's a good camera. I mean, it's not like the best camera. It is 12 years old, but it is a good camera. So I don't know why I never used it. Anyway, I thought I would capture my thoughts right now because they're kind of very dynamic and they're kind of all over the place, and I thought that would be a very interesting and very honest thing to show because my thoughts are usually all over the place and everywhere. And tonight is no different. For some reason, after 4 p.m., my brain just falls apart and I can do... The only thing that I can do my best at is trying to grab the little pieces and try to put them back together so that I can fall asleep without having very disjointed anxiety. So, what I really wanted to talk about, besides the camera falling over, was burnout. Specifically, my burnout, because I can't crawl into anybody else's brain and see what their burnout looks like. I've been burnt out on art for what feels like 7 years. Yeah, that's a long time. I feel like I haven't made anything significant in that time. I feel like all of the ideas that I've had during that time have been insignificant. I look back at the time that I've spent and feel nothing except for disappointment. And I'm not sure how to fix that. I'm not sure how to look at the stuff that I've made since I finished the biggest piece that I might make for my life. I'm not sure. But I look at these other things that I've done and I just feel disappointment. When I first got accepted to my college, I might as well just say, I went to the College of Minneapolis College of Art and Design. That was based in Minnesota. Great school, not a great school. I can talk all about that on its own thing, but I don't want to talk about that tonight. What I want to talk about tonight is, see, this is what happens when my brain just kind of goes out. I just lose my train of thought and it's gone. But burnout. When I got accepted to college, I started a very significant piece of artwork that followed me through every single year of college and turned out to be my senior thesis project. I'll throw up a picture of the first one and the second one and all of them. I encourage you to go down into the description box and go to the website specifically for it. It'll be CP01-10. But this was the project that I poured my heart and my soul and everything that I had into. And I was known for it. People knew me by this project all through college. And after college, sometimes I'll get somebody that comes across an article that someone did of me during school, and they'll be like, "Hey, is this you?" And I'll be like, "Yes, this is me, this is my work, this is da-da-da," whatever questions they ask, I'm more than willing to answer. But this project was so intense and so absorbing that all the stuff that's come after it has felt like a sham. I almost feel imposter syndrome looking at the stuff that I've made since that piece. And I'm not trying to say that I peaked my senior year of college, but at the same time, I feel like I peaked my senior year of college. And that doesn't feel good. You know, it just feels like everything since then hasn't mattered, and that no matter what I do, it's just a manifestation of burnout. I can't get excited about my projects. And I don't know how to get excited about my projects. I don't know what I need to do to make them feel like worthy pieces of art. I just don't know. Another thing that I've been wanting to do since probably 2016 is write a story. I've had this story idea in my head for so long, since 2015. And maybe it's so old at this point that digressing upon it would be a mistake. If I went into it, it would be so reminiscent of my old self that my new self, my new thoughts, who I am now, wouldn't resonate within the work. I don't know. And I think about this story and I go back and forth in my head. I literally spend hours just contemplating the idea of writing this story idea that I have. And I would love, absolutely love, to make it into a manga or make it into a graphic novel. Probably graphic novel because I'm not a mangaka and I have shamelessly done so much cultural appropriation this far in my life that I truly feel deeply that trying to make a manga would be very disrespectful. But anyways, I've wanted to write this story for so many years, and today I was looking at it and I was thinking, God, I wish I could go back and I wish I could write this story that's just been filling my brain. You know, at night I dream about the characters inside this story. And I sit down to draw them and they just disappear. And I can't put on paper what I see in my mind. And it's so frustrating. And no matter what I do, it's not right. There's something missing. And I don't claim to know how to write. I don't claim to be a very good writer, you know. I've written some things. When I was in college, I worked at the tutoring center there to help other people with their writing. And I helped professors with their writing and helped the master students with their projects and such, and their theses. But I don't claim to know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to creative writing, you know. And I really want to write, but I want to make it into an art piece. But when it comes to drawing the characters, it's almost heartbreaking how badly I draw them, how I can't capture them. And it really breaks my heart, and it drives me up the wall, you know. And I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure how to fix it. I'm not sure what to do about it. It's been a problem for many years at this point, and I'm just not sure. Excuse me for a sec. Sorry. I had to get a drink there. But yeah, I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions on what to do, let me know, because I've bashed my head against this wall for what, 2016 to 2021, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like 6 years. It's been a while. It's been more than a while, you know. And I'm so antsy to do something about it. I really feel like there's something there and I don't want to lose it. But I feel so trapped. And I feel so burnt out with everything. You know, some days I wake up and I look at my art desk and I roll my eyes and I just fall back into bed and I think, what's the fucking point? There's no fucking point to this. There's nothing I can make that means anything to anyone. And, you know, that brings tears to my eyes. Now I'm just confessing this feeling that I have. And I see all the tools that I have, like the paper, I see the pencils, and I just want to weep because I can't use them. Take what I see in my mind and put it on paper and share. And I know that I don't have the guts, even if I could put them on paper, to even share. You know, I'm so terrified of what people would think of my ideas, and I'm so scared to pick up a pencil and draw because I know I won't be able to draw what I want, and when I do draw, I don't want to share it. I want to keep it secretive. I want to keep it just for me, and I can't do that any longer. I've barely shown my work, but I've been drawing since I was 3 months old, and that's been a long time. It's a long time to go without just trying, without just going for it. And what I'm hoping with this channel is I can somewhat go for it. I can somewhat show what I'm thinking, what I'm making, because what I'm making, seeing the process of what I'm making is what I am thinking. It is me. The ink pen is an extension of me. And it feels so raw that it's terrifying. It's so scary to put up these videos. Even if it's just drawing, you know, an illustrated rock, or drawing a boat, or drawing a fish, it's still so terrifying because it's entirely me. Who I am, what I'm made of, just open for everyone to come and see. Excuse me, I need another drink after that. God, I'm hoping no one can hear the tears in this video. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow and I'm gonna think, oh, what an idiot. What are you even talking about? And I'm gonna want to delete it. But I'm not going to. Even though it's just waffling for 15 minutes, you know. I just want to say, by expressing everything that I've expressed, that the drawings that I make are so much me. Yet I'm so burnt out. I'm so burnt out of me. And it's a terrifying and terrible feeling to sit there and look at the blank paper and realize that I am burnt out of myself. What do you do when you're burnt out of yourself? Where do you turn when you're burnt out on yourself? You can't go to your mind because you're burnt out on it, you know, and there's nothing, it feels like there's nothing that I can do to escape myself. You know, no matter what you do throughout the day, when you go to bed, you are with yourself, and you have to live with that self. You have to be able to honestly look and say, this is who I am, and face that every single night. And it's terrifying, and it's scary, and I don't know where my work is going. I don't know where the feeling of my work is going. I'm not sure what I'm doing anymore, and I'm scared, and I'm burnt out, and I feel like I have so much that I have to live up to, but I can't live up to it. Anyways. The camera says 15 minutes. At 16 minutes, it's going to shut off. So I guess I'm going to stop just rambling now. I'm going to try to watch this movie that I checked out from the library. And just try to stop thinking. Because sometimes not thinking is so much better than thinking. Because you just start to spiral. Anyway. Sorry for this very strange and rambly video. This is the final inking of this. This is when I distinguish the black lines that the colored pencil covers over. At the end will be the final piece, what it finally looks like. And I really hope that throughout this project you've enjoyed seeing how it's been made and seeing the process that goes into making it, and the work that is made to go into it. So anyways, I gotta go. The camera's about to die. I'll see you next week. Bye.